I'd heard about Chon Noriega before I met him, and through my interaction with him at CSRC and then through different museum settings, I was constantly impressed by his warmth and humor and wealth of knowledge.
He was one of those people that you like immediately because of his demeanor. And nothing has changed in the 20 years or so that I've known him.
He was one of our Getty postdoctoral fellows, chosen through a stiff competition, so I knew he was smart and destined to be a future leader.
He is such a clear thinker about problem solving, and he's always, the first in line to make a contribution. As a collaborator, he's, I think, really quite extraordinary. When people get together to do things, very often the first task that needs to be done, they start looking around at each other. Who's going to do that, right? Well, Chon is always a person to step up to the plate.
I think that's one of the things that stands out to me about him, is that he is the go-to guy. He is the person that people look to when you have questions about the Latino arts community. He is a spokesperson for the community, and I think he takes that responsibility really, really seriously. And in every opportunity possible, he finds a way to have a positive impact and to leverage the resources that he can bring to the table for the betterment of all the organizations that he's involved with.
He is such a hard worker, so task-oriented, so ethical, that it's impossible to judge him in any negative term. And I don't know of anyone that does that, because everybody sees the goodness of the man, the ethicalness, if there's such a word, of the man.
What is so singular about him is that he gets an idea, and sometimes people marinate in their ideas for years and years and years and years. Well, it's not long after Chon shares something with you that you begin to see the beginning of an execution.
He's building a legacy of scholarship through the research, publications, and archives of the Chicano Studies Research Center at UCLA.
It's just extraordinary that he was able to go out into the community and convince families like the Royballs to donate their papers to UCLA.
I see him really committed to developing a strong foundation and infrastructure that can not only address current needs within the community in terms of scholarship and arts advocacy, but also developing these long-term systems that will be set into place for future scholars and artists to take advantage of.